God's message for you today. My dear child. As you read these words, know that they are not by accident. I am speaking to you directly, reaching out to the depths of your heart. I see your desires, your longing for companionship, for a love that echoes the depths of your own. You are not alone in these yearnings, for I am intimately aware of every whisper of your soul. You may wonder if your desires matter, if your dreams of love and connection are seen and understood. Let me assure you, dear one, that I know it all. I know the ache in your heart, the longing for someone to hold you close, to see you fully, and to love you unconditionally. But, my child, trust is the key. Trust in me, in my timing, and in my plan for you. I see the bigger picture, the intricacies of your life woven together with divine purpose. Even when the path seems uncertain, trust that I am guiding you towards a love that surpasses all understanding. In the moments of loneliness and longing, when it feels like the weight of your desires is too much to bear, remember that I am with you. I am the steady presence in the storm, the comforter of your soul. Pour out your heart to me, for I am listening. Share your hopes, your fears, and your dreams, and let me carry them for you. Do not rush, my beloved, for love unfolds in its own perfect time. While you wait, focus on becoming the person you are meant to be. Cultivate kindness, patience, and compassion within yourself. Nurture your spirit, for a heart that is open to love is a heart that has been refined by grace. Know that I am preparing the way for you, orchestrating the moments that will lead you to the one who will cherish you as I do. It may not happen in the way you expect, but trust that it will be exactly as it should be. In the meantime, find joy in the journey. Embrace the beauty that surrounds you, savor the simple moments of laughter and connection with others. Your life is a tapestry of experiences, each one shaping you into the person you are meant to become. Remember, my child, that you are deeply loved. My love for you knows no bounds, and it is a love that will never fade or fail. Let this truth anchor you in moments of doubt and uncertainty. You are precious in my sight, and I hold you in the palm of my hand. So, as you go forth from these words, carry with you the assurance that I am working all things together for your good. Trust in my plan, for it is a plan filled with hope and promise. And above all, never doubt the depth of my love for you. With all my love, God. In the midst of life's chaos and uncertainties, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by worry and anxiety. These emotions can consume us, clouding our minds and hearts with fear of what might happen, what could go wrong, and how we might navigate the challenges ahead. It's in these moments that God's gentle voice speaks to us, reminding us of His presence, His love, and His boundless power. Overestimating the probability of bad things. How often do we find ourselves trapped in a cycle of catastrophic thinking? We dwell on the worst-case scenarios, imagining every possible outcome, each one more dire than the last. We become convinced that disaster is lurking just around the corner, ready to pounce at any moment. This habit of overestimating the probability of bad things happening can be exhausting and paralyzing. But God sees beyond our fears. He knows the weight of our burdens and the heaviness of our hearts. Yet, He urges us not to let anxiety rule our lives. His message to us is clear: I am bigger than your anxiety. In those moments when fear threatens to overwhelm us, we can find solace in the knowledge that God is greater than any challenge we may face. Underestimating God's power. At the core of our anxiety often lies a sense of powerlessness. We feel ill-equipped to handle the trials before us, uncertain of how to proceed, and doubtful of our ability to overcome. In these moments, we forget the immense power of the one who holds the universe in His hands. God gently reminds us that His power knows no bounds. There is nothing too difficult for Him, no obstacle too insurmountable. When we underestimate God's power, we limit our own ability to find peace and strength in Him. Instead, He invites us to turn our worries over to Him, to lay our burdens at His feet, and to trust in His perfect plan for our lives. Turning worries into prayer. Turn your worries to me, God lovingly whispers. He invites us to approach Him with open hearts and minds, releasing the weight of our anxieties into His care. In prayer, We find a refuge from the storms of life, a place where we can pour out our fears and uncertainties before a God who listens and understands. Prayer is not a magical incantation that guarantees a life free from hardship. Rather, it is a powerful tool that allows us to connect with the one who offers us peace amidst the chaos. When we turn our worries into prayer, we acknowledge God's sovereignty over our lives and invite His presence to dwell within us. The assurance of God's love. Above all, God's message to us today is one of love. I love you, He declares, with a love that knows no bounds and never wavers. In the midst of our fears and anxieties, His love remains constant, a beacon of hope and reassurance. No matter what challenges we may face, we can take comfort in the knowledge that we are deeply loved by God. His love surrounds us, sustains us, and carries us through the darkest of times. When we feel overwhelmed by anxiety, we can rest in the embrace of His love, knowing that we are never alone. Conclusion. So, my dear friend, as you navigate the ups and downs of life, remember God's message for you today. Do not let anxiety hold you captive. Instead, turn your worries over to the one who is bigger than your fears, who holds infinite power in His hands. Trust in His love, and know that He walks beside you, guiding you through every moment. May you find peace in His presence, strength in His power, and comfort in His love. You are cherished, you are valued, and you are never alone. Surrender your anxieties to God, and let His peace fill your heart today and always. Remember, I am bigger than your anxiety. Turn your worries to me. I love you. God's message for you today echoes with a resounding promise of hope, strength, and unwavering presence. As you look back on the journey of the past year, marked by its share of challenges and triumphs, know this: you made it through this year. You will make it through next year. Reflecting on the highs and lows, the joys and sorrows that have shaped your path, it becomes clear that the road was not always easy. There were moments when tears flowed freely, when prayers rose from the depths of your heart, seeking solace and guidance. Yet, here you stand, resilient and steadfast, a testament to the grace that has carried you through. God, in His boundless love and infinite wisdom, sees every tear you've shed and hears every prayer you've whispered. The Creator of the universe, who knows you intimately and loves you unconditionally, is attuned to the rhythm of your heart. With gentle assurance, God extends an invitation: if you let me, I will walk with you through every season. This is a profound promise, a pledge of divine companionship through the ebbs and flows of life. It is a reassurance that in moments of loneliness, confusion, or despair, you are never alone. There is a sacred intimacy in the idea of journeying hand in hand with the divine, navigating the twists and turns of life together. In times of celebration, God rejoices with you, sharing in the joy and exultation. In moments of struggle, His presence is an unyielding anchor, offering comfort and strength. Hold on. Don't give up, whispers the voice of God, a gentle reminder to persevere in faith. These words carry the weight of encouragement, urging you to press forward with hope and determination. They speak to a trust that transcends circumstances, a belief that even in the darkest of times, there is a light that shines. The assurance of God's constant presence is a source of profound comfort and peace. It is a reminder that no matter what tomorrow may bring, you are securely held in His loving embrace. There is a peace that surpasses understanding, a deep-seated knowing that God is always with you, guiding, protecting, and loving you unconditionally. As you stand on the threshold of a new year, let these words sink deep into your spirit. Let them ignite a flame of hope that burns brightly within you, dispelling any shadows of doubt or fear. Embrace the promise that God walks beside you, a faithful companion on this beautiful journey of life. In moments of doubt or weariness, remember this: you made it through this year. You will make it through next year. Draw strength from the wellspring of divine grace, knowing that you are cherished beyond measure. So, dear soul, take heart. Lift your gaze to the horizon, for the dawn of a new day is upon you. With God by your side, there is nothing that you cannot overcome. Hold fast to faith, for He who promised is faithful. May this message from the heart of God infuse your spirit with courage, hope, and an unshakable peace. May you step boldly into the future, knowing that you are deeply loved, fiercely cherished, and always held in the embrace of the divine. Amen. God's message for you today. In the silence of our souls, amidst the chaos of our lives, God's voice speaks with a gentle yet resounding assurance. Today, His message echoes through the corridors of our hearts, touching the depths of our being with words of comfort, strength, and unwavering hope. I know that you have been struggling for a long time, He says, His voice a soothing balm to our weary spirits. How often have we felt the weight of the world upon our shoulders, the burdens of life threatening to overwhelm us? In those moments of darkness, it is easy to lose sight of the light, to succumb to the doubts and fears that assail us from every side. Yet, God, in His infinite wisdom and boundless love, sees and understands our struggles. He knows the battles we face, the tears we shed in the quiet of the night, the doubts that plague our minds.